Hello everyone and welcome to my latest vlog. This is going to be slightly different than my normal vlogs. What I intend to do in this, talk about my photographs that I've taken on a recent trip up to the beautiful Glencoe in Scotland. I have done 2 vlogs before and I think that this needed to be a little bit different, plus the fact that I was having a lot of issues with my drone when I was up in Scotland. So I decided, without the drone footage, I don't think you can do Glencoe that much justice, to be honest. But I did get a couple of nice photographs. What I want to do is I want to put them up, talk over them, go over my thoughts behind the creation of the photographs. And yeah, so slightly different this week, and I do hope you enjoy it, and if you do enjoy it, then please comment, throw us a like, that would be really appreciated, obviously. And yeah, I went up to Scotland with my wife and a friend of mine. He's an ex-Navy photographer. Unfortunately, he also supports Sunderland, which you can't help it, you know what I mean, you can't fix that. But anyway, yeah, so we had a good time, a good few days up there. And like I say, I'll put up the pictures now, and you can look through them and see if you like any, or if you don't, it's up to you. The other thing I want to say just before I close is the fact that I'm going to be doing a series of vlogs on the Yorkshire Dales waterfalls. As the people who tune into my vlog regularly know, I have photographed quite a lot of the waterfalls. In fact, I would say almost all of them up in the Yorkshire Dales and the surrounding area. But what I want to do is certainly get one that I haven't had the opportunity to photograph yet, and I'm really looking forward to it. So hold on for that series of videos. I'm not going to do them all week after week. I'll just spread them out over a period of time. But like I say, please do tune in for those. And yeah, the last one is going to be, honestly, it's going to be awesome. I'm so looking forward to it, just to get a photograph of this waterfall. I've seen tons of fantastic shots of it, but I want my own opportunity to get up there and photograph it. Let me know if you know which one I'm talking about. Anyway, without further ado, let's crack on and let's go take a look at these pictures. here's the first in the series of my favourite shots. Then we've got Lake and Gob, Cottage in Glencoe. As you can see, we've got the river running through the screen here, and a little bit of cloud there, which I quite like. And what I decided to do, this is actually around about 5:30 in the morning. Me and Kev drove up to this location, parked the car quite nearby. It's quite easy to park here on the side of the road. And all we did was head up to this first composition. And what I decided to do actually was tweak the colour balance a little bit. I wanted it to look almost like blue hour, and yeah, I quite like this shot. The visibility was fantastic that morning. We could see the distant hills, and I like the little bit of clouds at the top. What I don't like in Glencoe is if the peaks are covered in cloud. I like a little bit of cloud at the top of the peaks, but I think it spoils it if they're totally covered, although I have got some shots in the group or series of shots with clouds over the top of the hills. I do prefer where you can actually see a bit of the peak at the top. But other than that, yeah, I quite like this composition. The cottage is about the right size, I think, in the frame. That gives it a good sense of scale. And yeah, let's move on to my next one. Harking back then to my people photography days, this is a shot from Speen Bridge of the Commando memorial there. This was unveiled by the Queen Mother in 1952, and it overlooks the training areas that the Commando brigade that used to use, which was formed during World War II. And yeah, just a simple, straightforward shot. I decided to change it to a monochrome look, just because it just gives it that extra edge, I believe. I really like the mountains sprayed with snow in the far distance there, the clouds, and just the girl in the shot just, once again, just adds to the scale of the image. So this shot to me really epitomizes Glencoe, and I don't know, the feel you get from this image, or the feel I get from this image, is like coldness, bleakness, and just the scale of the two mountains is just incredible. I don't know if you can notice, just to the right hand side, on the right hand side mountain there, there's some trees sticking out, and they're tiny in comparison to the surroundings. The drama of the clouds and everything, I just love this shot. I think this is probably the banger from the whole trip. I absolutely love this shot. Sometimes zooming in just brings that little bit extra, I think, and this is on the far end of a 70mm, well, 24 to 70mm lens at the 70mm end, and yeah, I think this is a lovely shot. And just to finish off with this shot, I must have drove past this mountain tons of times when I've been up to Glencoe, and I've never had the opportunity to shoot this composition. I've seen it in my like kind of mind's eye, and I always wanted to get a shot, and thank goodness finally there was no ripples on this little Loch, and I was able to get a shot of this mountain reflected in the water. I'm really pleased with this shot. I'm not saying it's it's a banger or anything, but yeah, I'm really pleased with it. I like the little bit of snow on the hills there, and the view off down the valley. I just think it's a really nice shot, and I'm pleased I got the chance to shoot this at last. It's great to get this shot in the back. Let me know what your thoughts are on my shots, and anything else you want to comment on, then please feel free to do so, and not forgetting to like and subscribe to my channel. Until the next one, bye bye.